All right. As always, first we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chacharash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, tosses truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elected. Shalom to the Akim and Akwat out here listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the Native Americans, Latino Americans, and so-called African Americans here in America scattered throughout the four corners of the world. I'm the brother Azra.
This the brother Yaya.
This is a branch of Great Millstone Chicago coming to you with some more of it. Before we get into this quick response of the Department of Homeland threatening some kids, we're going to claim the copyright statutes of 1976. This video, we're not making any money off of it. We're just using it for teaching and edification. Before we grab this video, I want to grab a quick precept because this devil is out of control. Grab that,
First Peter.
Yeah.
This is the book of First Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8.
1 Peter 5 and 8.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And that's what this devil is all about: devouring and destroying and killing Jake. He's got a predisposition and hatred for Jake. No matter, he's done more atrocities and murders across the globe. The Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man here in America, and now to turn your attention on some kids is ludicrous. The military might on some kids who what you say, get eating Cheetos in Arizona too.
Right, they running off a hot 2 for $1 hot Cheetos and 1.25 watermelon Arizona.
And this is who you concerned about. So let's play this video, and then we're gonna get some more precepts.
All right, guys, we got to talk about this. So you know how we basically have a bunch of young Groyper idiots who are staffing the Republican politicians' campaigns and their cabinets and stuff. Well, now that's all coming to a head because, you're seeing them tweet casual Nazi memes, the subtle hidden Heil Hitler stuff, remigrate, which is just a euphemism for ethnic cleansing. Now you have the Department of Homeland Security is trying to start a race war based on fake news and lies. Here's one example right here. So Homeland Security tweets the following: if you threaten or lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out really quick. We'll see you cowards soon. So they tweet this video. We're going to take a look at this video. Ready? So it's a 10-second video. I'm going to mute it because it's copyright music that's playing. But it says on the screen here, ICE, we're on the way. Word in the streets, cartels put a $50K bounty on y'all. And so it's a group of black kids, black teenagers, and this one's trying to make like a scary looking face or whatever, and cover, putting the mask over his mouth. But the idea is, it looks like they're sort of threatening ICE. They're threatening ICE and saying we're working with the cartels or whatever to make $50,000 by killing you. So look at this. Ready? Now again, look at how young these black kids are. I'm actually not even sure. Some of them might not even be teens, right? Like they might be teens, but some of them look like they might even be younger. This could be like a 12-year-old, right? But Homeland Security tweets this out. Okay, ready for the reality? Here is the original video that they fucking changed the text on. So this was tweeted in the wake of Trump attacking Iran. This was tweeted. This video with the text, "You seen what we can do. Don't say something that you can't finish, Iran. We are already united. We all stand. We want all the smoke." So here we go. So this was a video, like a bunch of... Kid's got fucking braces. Again, he's like 12 years old. This is a video of... If anything, it's sort of like... I don't think these people are outright political, but it's sort of like a subtle pro-Trump thing, if anything. Because they're...
So you've seen enough of these videos. So these devils want to spew all their hatred against Jake when the real murderers have always been white pale males in America. We got the receipts to prove it. But we're going to grab another precept before we get to this other video because, the hatred is obvious, man. You know what I mean? You've been at odds with Jake, since you brought us over here from slavery, man. And you run the country. And you want to pick on some poor defenseless kids. The military, Department of Homeland Security? Are you kidding me? These guys don't even have a damn job, a house, a car, nothing. This is your target? This is your threat? This is where you have to spend all your military might on? You niggas are cowards and the Lord is going to fuck y'all up bad. Give me Nahum 3 and 1. The Lord is going to put an end to you wicked ass bullies.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and verse 1.
Yeah.
Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
And that's what America is, a bloody city. You're preying on your innocent, weakest, and poor of the people, the Israelites. You know, the Native Americans, you stole them the land from the Native Americans who was here. You killed them with Christopher Colon. You know what I mean? And then you brought us over to translated slave trade, rape, murdered millions of those, and you still killing Jake to this day. All your police officers shooting them in the back, these white centurions, going to their houses, killing them. Now you got ICE on the ground, locking up young kids, you know what I mean, going into houses in Chicago on 75th Southfield Drive, detaining American Jake citizens, you know, little kids out on the street. Man, you're a fucking wicked ass devil. The Lord is going to destroy you because your hatred is insatiable. You can't stop your hate. You know what I mean? You got
Verse.
else?
You want me to keep reading?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Let me get this. We're going to get this other video of showing you who the real, where your energy should be focused on. You know, while you worried about Jake, this is who your true enemy has been. Has always been you. Look in the damn mirror. Let's grab this. What? Salak, this goofy ass phone.
We use words, they use bullets.
This is the man who shot Charlie Kirk. This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Portman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man, and this man, and this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, and this man. This is the man who set Josh Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics.
So why ain't the Department of Homeland Security going after these guys?
They all have the appearance of an Edomite.
Right. Why you not going after the Ku Klux Klan, the neo-Nazis, and all the other terrorist groups, the white terrorist groups in America? What's going on with that? You know, when y'all stormed the Capitol with the insurrection there, y'all ain't go after none of those groups. Oh, because they're your boys. Oh, I see now. So it's completely go after the black man, your so-called black man, but the white man is fine with his terrorist cells and terrorist group. Oh, we get it now. You know, you go back to these scriptures because you can't hide from yourself. The Lord is gonna bring your destructive, violent ass down, and you got but a short time, and that's why you acting the way you acting. Give me that
The Proverbs 29.
Yeah, give me that Proverbs.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, and verse 10. The bloodthirsty hate the upright, but the just seek his soul.
So you bloodthirsty, hating, wicked ass devils. You always want to try to destroy and kill Jake. What you have. You've gotten away with the most violent and most murderous, most deviant and destructive thing against Jake. Right to this day. And this is what the scripture said. The bloodthirsty hate the upright. You hate the Lord's chosen people. The elect of Israel. The Native Americans, Latino Americans, so-called African Americans. You hate us. And we understand why. Because, you know what I mean, we got the blessing and you trying to kill us off because you didn't get the blessing. You know what I mean? And the Lord is going to bring you down for that. Yeah, what's that, 1 John with that,
With the Cain?
Yeah, they Cain, yeah. You know, you just a wicked, vile devil.
I think that was...
1 John 3 and 12 and 13.
Okay.
This is the spirit that you in. You haven't changed your spirit.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 12. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous.
And that's who you are right now. Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man here in America. Your own works are evil. You're an evil, violent, wicked devil, and the Lord's got to put you down. Get that Psalms 58 and 3. You know, the wicked are born estranged from the womb. That's what you do. You know what I mean? Your mind is set on wickedness, destruction, and murder.
God. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, and verse, you said 3?
Yeah.
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right. And this big lie talking about Jake is the motherfucking, these 5 boys with flaming hots, Cheetos, is who you need to go against.
Biggest threat.
The biggest threat in America is 5 kids, 12 to 16, with no money, no job, no car, no nothing. No weapons. You got a whole fucking military ensemble. The Department of y'all don't understand how massive this is. The Department of Homeland Security, which is essentially the military. With some kids who out here trying to get some likes for some memes. They trying to get his girlfriend attention. This is what y'all focus on? Y'all crazy. You're a murder. Take that John 8:44. This is who you are. You truly are the devils.
God. This is the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
And you lied on these kids. You are a true liar, deceiver, and a wicked. You're the most vilest of human beings, the basis of man. You're going to paint the kids out to be murders, and you have not known any Jake in America to do anything at a massive scale because you ain't gave them. They can't get no resources. They can't get no damn shit together to go against your wicked ass. You were blessed with the sword, Esau, and this is what you use your sword on to prey upon kids. How weak and pitiful are you? You's a true weak ass man, and the Lord gonna smoke y'all with the pain and suffering y'all gonna get is gonna be unrecognizable.
Double.
Yeah, double for the wickedness that y'all brought. Give me this go ahead, what you have?
I was gonna get to Psalms 10.
Yeah, that's Psalms 10.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse 2. In the this is the book of Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
Yeah, the Lord has got y'all got a bullseye on y'all back because you have always plotted against the poor Israelites of the world. You came over here to the Americas, killed all of the tribe, the Gadites, Reubenites, you know what I mean, smoked them, all the treaties, did the transatlantic slave trade, killed millions, you know what I mean, of Israelites. You know, and you still doing it to this day. You are a vile, wicked devil, and your bloodlust knows no end.
Verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts.
Right, because this nigga got a God complex. He think he is God. So that's why
Right.
God is not in his thoughts.
Right. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And this is what he thought. He didn't consider his latter end. He thought his bombs and his nukes were enough to neutralize the rest of the nations, but everybody got nukes now. So you're not the big man on campus no more. So you know what I mean? You amass your army, but the Lord he amassed his armies too that's going to deal with you.
Right. That's why he got to bully the people in his country, because he can't bully nobody outside the country no more.
Right.
Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He over here killing the innocent, man. He's truly worn out the saints of the Most High, man. Only because the Lord has given us in his hand. Because if Jake had it their way, Jake probably wouldn't even go out here robbing people and murdering people, man. If Jake, and they're only doing this because of the position that Esau Edom has put us in, man. We're already down, and here he is coming to take more from us, man.
Yeah, we under the curses,
right?
So we suffering out our punishment,
right?
And he's saying, America the Negro in America is a product of Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man with his oppression.
Con.
He's put Jake in such a low state. Jake is out here, violating their
course.
own, but that does not give Esau excuse to continue his destructive situation against us. Like Scripture said, you know what I mean? He has always been our enemy.
Right. Accuser of our brother.
Accuser of our brother. God.
You want the...
grab that accuser of our brother.
Okay.
Or you can get that Obadiah 1 and 10. You know what I mean? It says it's violence against Jacob. He got to be put down. Because this is your nature. This is who you are. You know what I mean? You have always constantly come against your brother. You know what I mean? Because Esau is our twin brother, just wicked. The Lord has chosen, he put by Esau and chose Jacob.
Con. You want the perpetual hatred first?
Yeah, look at the Obadiah 1 and 10, then we get the perpetual hatred.
Okay. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. In verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Right, that's what's going to happen to you devils. The Lord is going to wipe y'all out once and for all because of the violence against your brother Jacob. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep reading that.
Yeah. And this is what you've done in the past, and you do, and you're doing the same right now. Go ahead.
Verse 11, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother and the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. And that's what Esau Edom did, man.
Yeah, he did it then, and he's doing the same thing now. He can't, he always blocking and stopping Jake from doing anything.
Right.
And rejoicing on our downfall and playing a part in it. And adding forward in affliction. Adding more pain and sorrow and destruction. Raping, robbing, murder, and killing at will. And that's what's going to happen to you. You know what I mean? You're going to get the same payback. Get that Psalm 137. It said, raise it. Is that Psalms 137, 6 and 8?
Yeah. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 6. 7. This is the book of Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Exactly. The Lord is not mocked, right? So what you reap, you're going to sow. Get that Galatians. So everything you sown in the earth, the blood, the violence, the destruction, the rape, rob, and murder, you're going to get paid back double. You know what I mean? That's what the Lord, you get paid him back double. You know what I mean? You just grab that revelation. Pay him back double. Oh, you get Galatians, whatever you want to grab.
Okay. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And what has Esau Edom sowed, man? Nothing but bloodshed, corruption, defiled. That is everything wicked, man.
Right.
The only thing Esau Edom has sowed is blood, and that's what he gonna get back.
Yeah, get that perpetual hatred. You know what I mean? And the blood, you got to be cleansed by it. So that perpetual hatred, Ezekiel 35. We'll come back to that revelation. But the fact of the matter is that you have this perpetual hatred against your brother. You know what I mean? And you like we talked about, you can't get out of the way. You can't sleep unless you do something evil. You know
right.
To your brother.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
And that's what it is. You gonna you're that bloodlust, that carnage, that wreck and shock, thinking it's cool to prey upon the weak and defenseless because you was in the power of your hands. all that's coming to a halt, man. The Lord has set bounds that you can't pass, and your time is coming to an end. You know what I mean? It's gonna be once you get that blood, you got to be cleansed by the blood of them that shed it. That's what you got coming for you, and they'll reward them double.
Okay.
Yeah. These are numbers 33 and 30. You know, something like that. Yeah.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
What was the numbers? What?
35 and 33.
Yeah. And that's what it is, man. You know, that's plain. You know, you shed the blood, you know, all across the globe, you know, particularly the Israelites. And, you know, you gotta suffer the same thing.
Right.
The Lord is righteous. You know what I'm saying? Unjust weight is an abomination to the Lord. So the Lord is all about balance. If it happened on this side, it's got to happen on the other side. And so you about to get yours.
Now you got to get double.
Yeah,
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 6. I'll start up. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Yeah, so you're going to get double the pain, double the punishment, double the destruction. And it's going to be magnificent to watch and behold. You got it coming. You know what I mean? Here it is, 2025. Jake out here trying to get some money on Instagram or whatever they doing. And here you are, you know, the Department of Homeland Security. This is who you got on your radar. Some niggas who ain't got nothing. The poorest of the poor, the lowest of the low. This shows you the weak cowardness of who you truly are, Esau. You's a weak coward, a vagabond, a bum. The basis of being. And the Lord's going, man, you think you worried about 3A Atlas now? Wait till the Armada shows up. Then we gonna see how tough you are. When how about Shemal Shah shows up with the Lord of Hosts, but you only come back and wreck shop in Isaiah 63. Then we show your toughness to the Lord, you weak ass piece of shit.
Can I read this verse?
Come on.
Verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So, Khan, it's only going to take 1 hour. When the Lord gets started, it's only going to take him 1 hour to destroy this place, bro.
See how tough your ass is then when the Lord come back. I hope this is edifying. With that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakorash.
Double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, tosses, truth, and rule well. Till next time,
Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, and Abba.